Why is Keith Urban suddenly keeping his love life under lock and key? Fans have always known the country superstar as private, but his post-divorce dating habits have taken secrecy to a whole new level. Ever since his split from Nicole Kidman, the Somebody Like You singer has been extra cautious about who he lets into his world. Behind the glitz and glitter of country fame, Keith is navigating heartbreak, fatherhood, and the challenge of maintaining a personal life when the world is watching. According to sources close to him, this isn't just about avoiding gossip, it's about control, privacy, and making sure his life and his daughter's lives remain protected. The intrigue is immediate. Who is he dating? How does he keep it private in a world obsessed with celebrity news? And what does this reveal about the man behind the music? The story of Keith's secretive love life post-divorce is not just a tale of romance. It's a study of strategy, discretion, and calculated choices. While the world speculates, Keith moves quietly, crafting a bubble around himself that shields him from the scrutiny of fans, media, and public opinion. But the methods he's chosen are more extreme than most would expect, giving us a rare glimpse into the personal life of one of country music's biggest stars. In the next few minutes, you're going to learn about the lengths Keith Urban goes to in order to maintain privacy, the strict dating rules he imposes, and the mystery woman who has captured his attention while remaining completely unknown to the world. Every detail paints a picture of a man determined to regain control of his life, while still being human, seeking companionship, navigating heartbreak, and balancing the demands of parenthood. And while some might see his methods as extreme, they're effective, and they're designed to maintain peace in a life under constant observation. But what exactly is he doing to keep his love life off limits? How does he balance dating with parenting? And why has the identity of his new girlfriend become one of the biggest mysteries in celebrity circles? That's what we're about to explore in depth, starting with the man himself, Keith Urban, whose private nature has now become almost legendary. Keith Urban has always been known for keeping his personal life private, but the split from Nicole Kidman has taken that trait to an entirely new level. For decades, Keith shared headlines and spotlight moments with Hollywood's finest, but this recent chapter has turned him inward, focused on shielding himself from unwanted attention. Sources say that Keith is extra secretive now, going out of his way to prevent details of his personal life from leaking. He wants to enjoy dating and personal freedom without constant scrutiny, and that requires a level of caution that most people rarely see. The pressures of fame make privacy complicated. Every glance, every outing, and every social media post is analyzed by fans and paparazzi alike. Keith understands this better than most, having spent decades in the public eye, and now he's doubling down to ensure that what's his remains his. But this isn't just about protecting an image. It's also about protecting emotions. After a high-profile divorce, being careful about whom you trust and how you meet new people is a necessary shield against heartbreak and rumor. His private nature now manifests in deliberate actions, limiting who he meets, controlling interactions, and ensuring that only trusted individuals are allowed access to his inner circle. Every step he takes is strategic, from how potential partners are introduced to where and when meetings happen. This meticulous planning gives him a rare sense of control in a world that often feels unpredictable, especially after a personal upheaval like divorce. Yet, despite the extreme secrecy, Keith seems to handle it with a calm and measured approach. He doesn't want drama, and he certainly doesn't want gossip about his personal life overshadowing the public's perception of him as an artist or as a father. This careful orchestration of privacy isn't just a necessity, it's a skill, one that shows a side of Keith Urban most fans never see. The strategic, controlled, and thoughtful individual behind the music. But what are the exact measures Keith is taking to maintain this level of secrecy? That's where things get interesting, because the rules he's set for dating go beyond ordinary caution and into a territory that's surprisingly strict and intentional. Keith Urban's approach to dating post-divorce isn't just cautious, it's highly structured, almost like a set of unspoken rules for anyone hoping to enter his world. Sources reveal that Keith requires any woman he sees romantically to sign a detailed non-disclosure agreement, NDA, before anything progresses. This legally binding document ensures that his personal life remains completely private, protecting him from leaks or gossip that could spread across tabloids, social media, and entertainment news outlets. For most people, this level of precaution might feel extreme, but for a global superstar navigating a high-profile divorce, it's a carefully considered step to maintain control and peace of mind. But the NDA is only the beginning. Keith reportedly refuses to meet women in public settings, insisting that all interactions occur in private, secure environments, often at his own home. This policy reduces exposure to paparazzi and prying eyes and ensures that his dating life remains as controlled as possible. Imagine dating someone with that much discretion. No fancy restaurants, no public appearances, no accidental social media posts revealing your meetings. It's an unusual setup, but it's clearly working for him. Every date is a contained, private affair, and Keith is deliberate in how he orchestrates these interactions. These strict rules are more than just protective measures. They also speak to Keith's mindset. After years in the public eye, dealing with media scrutiny and constant speculation about his marriage, he has learned that control equals peace of mind. By setting these boundaries early, Keith ensures that he can explore romantic connections without stress, intrusion, or misrepresentation. He can build trust slowly, without the constant fear that every move might become headline news. What's fascinating is how these rules also reflect a new chapter in Keith's personal life. He isn't just dating casually. He's being intentional about who gets access to his inner circle. This isn't about isolation. It's about careful selection, trust, and creating a safe space for romance to flourish away from the chaos of celebrity culture. For Keith, this level of discretion allows him to enjoy dating without compromising his personal or professional life. The secrecy also adds an element of intrigue, both for fans and the media. Despite numerous attempts to discover who he's dating, the identity of Keith's new partner remains under wraps. It's a mystery woman, carefully shielded by these rules, and the lack of public sightings or leaks only fuels speculation. Fans and tabloids are left guessing, but Keith seems proud of the system he has implemented, knowing that he has effectively outsmarted the gossip mills. Ultimately, these rules paint a picture of a man who has learned from experience. Keith Urban is no longer willing to risk his privacy or let the media dictate the narrative of his personal life. His strategy is precise, controlled, and in many ways revolutionary for a celebrity of his stature. By insisting on NDAs and private dates, he has created a fortress around his romantic life, one that ensures he can explore new relationships on his own terms and keep the world guessing at the same time. But privacy is Keith's only concern. There's an even more important factor guiding these rules: his daughters. For Keith Urban, privacy isn't just about personal comfort. It's deeply intertwined with his role as a father. He and Nicole Kidman share two teenage daughters, Sunday Rose, 17, and Faith, 14, and protecting them from media scrutiny has become one of his top priorities. Growing up with famous parents is already challenging, and Keith knows firsthand how overwhelming public attention can be. Every relationship he pursues, every outing he takes, has the potential to draw unwanted attention and gossip, not just for him, but for his daughters as well. Maintaining secrecy isn't just a preference, it's a protective shield for his family. Sources close to Keith reveal that he is determined to keep his daughters' lives as normal as possible. Even in the midst of his divorce, he is acutely aware of how public speculation could affect their mental and emotional well-being. By insisting on private dating arrangements and strict NDAs, Keith creates a buffer between his romantic life and the outside world. This means fewer paparazzi photos, fewer rumors circulating online, and less chance that his girls will feel exposed or scrutinized. Every decision about dating is weighed against its potential impact on the family. Balancing personal happiness with parental responsibility is never easy, especially when fame complicates the equation. Keith's approach demonstrates a rare level of foresight. He isn't just thinking about his immediate dating experience. He's thinking long-term, considering how these decisions will affect his daughters years down the line. Protecting them doesn't mean avoiding relationships entirely. It means structuring them carefully so that intimacy and companionship can coexist with discretion and stability. This careful balancing act also shows a side of Keith that fans don't often see: thoughtful, strategic, and deeply committed to his family. In an industry where celebrity children are constantly under the microscope, Keith is actively taking steps to ensure that his daughters grow up with as much normalcy as possible. That means private home life, controlled exposure, and strict boundaries for anyone entering his romantic sphere. It's not about secrecy for secrecy's sake. It's about creating a safe, nurturing environment amidst the chaos of fame. Interestingly, this protective instinct also influences the type of person Keith chooses to date. Sources suggest he prioritizes women who understand and respect his family-first approach. Any partner must be willing to embrace these boundaries and recognize the importance of keeping his daughters' lives shielded from the public eye. In other words, Keith isn't just screening for compatibility in romance. He's screening for alignment in values, respect for family, and discretion. By integrating family protection into his dating strategy, Keith has turned what could be a chaotic period into a controlled, manageable experience. The result is a system that allows him to pursue love while simultaneously safeguarding his daughters' privacy, emotional stability, and well-being. It's a delicate dance, but one that Keith appears to be navigating with care and precision. Yet even with these measures in place, navigating love after divorce remains complicated, and that's the next chapter in Keith's story. Even with strict rules and family protection in place, Keith Urban's post-divorce dating life is far from simple. Maintaining privacy while exploring new relationships is a balancing act that demands careful planning, patience, and discipline. According to sources, Keith acknowledges that these measures make dating more complicated, but for him, they are absolutely necessary. In a world where every interaction could become a headline, these structures allow him to live his personal life on his own terms, without sacrificing discretion or family well-being. The logistical challenges alone are significant. Coordinating private meetings, vetting potential partners, and ensuring trust are daily considerations. Each step must be deliberate, as a single misstep could lead to unwanted exposure or media speculation. Unlike most people, Keith can't simply go out for a coffee or attend a casual event with a date. Every encounter is carefully orchestrated, ensuring that the experience is both enjoyable and completely private. This level of planning might seem extreme, but for someone in his position, it's the only way to maintain peace of mind while enjoying romantic freedom. Yet despite the complications, these rules give Keith a sense of control he likely didn't have during the early stages of his high-profile marriage and media coverage. After years of of living life under the public microscope, he has learned that proactive measures are essential to maintaining sanity. By setting boundaries, he eliminates surprises, controls the narrative, and ensures that no one, not the media, not fans, and not gossip-driven acquaintances, can interfere with his personal life. This intentionality reflects a mature approach to relationships, emphasizing trust, discretion, and respect for the people involved. The structure also reveals something deeper about Keith's mindset. Rather than rushing into romance or leaving things to chance, he is intentional in every decision, seeking partners who align with his values, respect his boundaries, and understand the importance of family. Dating isn't just about chemistry or attraction. It's about creating a safe environment where both parties feel secure, away from the chaos of celebrity exposure. In many ways, this controlled approach makes his relationships more meaningful, as it allows him to focus on connection rather than publicity or appearances. Interestingly, despite these complications, sources say Keith is thriving under this system. The secrecy, planning, and rules aren't restrictions. They are tools that give him freedom to enjoy romance without fear of interference. The fact that he can maintain privacy while still pursuing love is a testament to his strategic thinking and commitment to his personal and family life. It's a delicate balance, but Keith seems to have mastered it, turning what could be a stressful, chaotic period into an experience that's both manageable and fulfilling. And yet, the most intriguing part of this carefully orchestrated dating life remains unknown: the identity of the woman who has captured Keith's attention. Despite all attempts by fans and media to uncover her, she remains a complete mystery, adding a layer of suspense and fascination to Keith's carefully controlled love life. The mystery woman is not just a romantic partner. She is a central figure in a story that blends discretion, strategy, and intrigue in a way only Keith Urban could orchestrate. Despite Keith Urban's carefully controlled dating life, the most captivating element is undoubtedly the mystery woman who has captured his attention. Her identity remains completely unknown to the public, with reports referring to her only as a mystery woman. For fans and the media, this anonymity has turned into a tantalizing guessing game. Every minor detail, every rare sighting, sparks speculation, theories, and endless discussions online. But for Keith, this secrecy isn't just fun, it's intentional, and it serves multiple purposes in his post-divorce life. Sources close to the country superstar explain that the mystery woman is someone who respects his rules, understands the importance of privacy, and aligns with his family-first values. She isn't a casual acquaintance or someone seeking the spotlight. She has deliberately chosen to fit into the carefully curated bubble Keith has created around his personal life. This approach ensures that his romantic life remains stable, discreet, and free from external pressures, a rare luxury for someone of his fame. In many ways, the mystery woman represents not only a romantic interest, but also a test of trust and discretion, a person deemed worthy of entering Keith's private world. The intrigue surrounding her identity also adds a layer of drama and fascination. Fans, entertainment reporters, and even celebrity gossip outlets have tried to piece together clues, analyzing social media posts, public appearances, and even minor sightings. Yet Keith's privacy measures, NDAs, private meetings, and carefully orchestrated encounters have kept her identity completely hidden. This level of control over information is impressive, as it ensures that the romantic connection develops without interference or speculation dictating its course. The mystery woman becomes a symbol of Keith's ability to outsmart the media, preserving both his and her privacy. Interestingly, the secrecy has also become a point of pride for Keith. According to sources, he views the fact that no one knows who she is as a validation of his system. It proves that he has successfully surrounded himself with trustworthy people, creating an environment where romance can thrive without public intrusion. This deliberate control over his love life is not common in Hollywood, where relationships often become tabloid fodder within days. Keith's approach demonstrates strategic thinking and a commitment to protecting the integrity of his personal life. Moreover, the mystery woman serves as a reminder that Keith is seeking more than just companionship. He is seeking a partner who understands the complexities of his life. Anyone entering this relationship must respect his family, boundaries, and privacy, a rare combination that underscores the intentionality behind his choices. The intrigue surrounding her identity keeps fans hooked, but it also emphasizes that Keith is in control of the narrative, allowing him to explore love safely and privately. Ultimately, the mystery woman is more than just a romantic interest. She is the focal point of a highly controlled, meticulously structured love life that balances secrecy, trust, and discretion. She embodies the careful, deliberate approach Keith has taken post-divorce, demonstrating that even in a world obsessed with celebrity exposure, some relationships are meant to remain private. And while the world speculates, Keith continues to navigate this chapter of his life on his own terms, keeping both romance and family intact. While fans obsess over the identity of Keith Urban's mystery woman, the real story is how the country superstar has mastered the art of privacy in a world obsessed with celebrity drama. Post-divorce, Keith isn't just dating cautiously. He's carefully managing every detail that the public sees, hears, or guesses about his personal life. This level of control reflects his understanding of fame and a refusal to let the media dictate the narrative of his romance or family life. In essence, Keith has turned discretion into a strategic advantage. Every move he makes is calculated, calculated. By insisting on NDAs and private meetings, Keith prevents gossip from spreading before a relationship has had a chance to develop. By keeping his romantic life shielded from the public eye, he protects not only himself, but also his daughters, Sunday Rose and Faith, from unnecessary scrutiny. Sources reveal that Keith is meticulous about who he lets into his inner circle, ensuring that anyone close enough to witness his life understands the importance of privacy. This approach transforms potential chaos into stability, allowing him to focus on meaningful connections rather than media perception. The secrecy also creates a sense of intrigue that keeps fans engaged while maintaining his boundaries. The world may never know all the details of his relationships, and that's exactly how Keith likes it. Unlike many celebrities whose private lives are constantly dissected online, Keith has achieved a rare balance, maintaining mystery and public fascination while safeguarding the personal aspects of his life. It's a careful dance, one that requires patience, discretion, and foresight. And by controlling the flow of information, he ensures that no rumor or speculation can derail his personal happiness. Interestingly, this control extends beyond his love life. Keith's approach sends a clear message about his priorities. Family comes first, romance follows careful rules, and public exposure is optional. By designing his dating life around trust, privacy, and intentionality, Keith is not only protecting himself and his daughters, but also setting a precedent for how celebrity relationships can exist with dignity and discretion. It's a powerful reminder that even in a hyper-public world, some things are worth keeping secret. In the end, Keith Urban's post-divorce dating strategy is a masterclass in balancing privacy, family, and personal happiness. The mystery woman, the strict dating rules, and the carefully controlled media narrative all work together to create a life that is private, intentional, and protected. While fans may speculate endlessly, Keith remains in control, enjoying romance on his own terms and ensuring that his daughters are shielded from unnecessary exposure. In a world where celebrity lives are often broadcast in full, Keith Urban proves that some stories are meant to stay private. His careful, strategic approach to dating demonstrates maturity, thoughtfulness, and an unwavering commitment to what matters most. And as for the mystery woman, that remains a secret only Keith can tell, keeping fans guessing, intrigued, and captivated, a perfect blend of celebrity mystique and real-life discretion.